Hello, everyone.
Oh, good evening. Hello, new friends. I'm very excited for you all to join us on this very special episode for Villain's Vice in One Evil Night. I am Agatha Harkness, and I will be your dungeon master today. Shall we meet the rest of our nefarious crew?
Hello, I am Kylo Ren, and I am playing Sorlock as I am grandson of my patron, Darth Vader.
Never heard of him. And let's meet our friend the Doctor.
Oh! Hello! I'm Dr. Draken. I am, well, the word is artificer, I believe.
Cool.
I am an extraordinary genius. I'm an inventor. I have a strange obsession with a particular teenager, but that's not why I'm here. Today I'm going to rule the world. And other things. Get a delicious petty. Or a manny.
Why not both? Treat yourself.
Oh.
Let's move over to I guess technically the other scientist of the group.
Are you speaking of me?
Yes, that would be you, dear.
Oh, I am Yzma. I am a artificer alchemist. You might formally know me as the advisor of Emperor Cusco. I quit. And if anyone says otherwise, they are lying. I usually have my man-at-arms Kronk with me. However, I do not have him today. And yes, some of you know that I was formerly a kitty cat. I am no longer a kitty cat.
Most people are. And let's move down to, Mother Gothel.
Well, hello, darling. Of course you would invite me to this little shindig, because, you always want your mother around. I will be here because Rapunzel seems to have left the tower tonight, and I kind of want to figure out where she's gone.
Oh, hello. I'm Maleficent. And I'm here because my curse did not work, unfortunately. I'm here as your warlock from hell. Welcome to my domain.
Speaking of domains, I do believe we've got a deity in our midst.
What ho! I am Thor, the god of thunder. As you can see.
Yes, clearly. Is your brother around?
No, we're here to do good.
Oh.
Right? That's what I do.
Yes, definitely. Only good things, good deeds, happy, wholesome. I can't even finish the sentence.
I puked a little.
I mean, yeah, it felt very bad to say.
Absolutely.
It felt bad to say.
I only do good deeds, and anyone who says otherwise, I have a potion for them.
I'm not evil,
Exactly.
I'm correct.
Sweetheart, be yourself. You're amongst, well, not exactly enemies, people who understand you.
Frenemies.
The best guy.
So, then this fades away and instead is replaced with the fabulous countenance of Loki.
Oh.
I always imagined as David Bowie from Labyrinth.
Incredible.
Oh, wonderful.
Interesting.
What do you think of that fashion statement, Cruella?
You saved the best for last, I can see, and I wouldn't consider it a fashion statement so much as a statement. We'll leave it there, actually. Hi, I'm Cruella DeVille. I have absolutely no idea why I'm here.
Neither do I.
Well, we will find out in just a moment, but first, my friends, you all can have a taste of participation in these dastardly events. Tonight, you can help provide rerolls for the players, rerolls for me, as well as prompting one of us to perform a malicious deed, of course. Let us get down with our bad selves, or force us to perform a good deed, which
There's a reason that's more expensive.
There is a
Absolutely not.
You have to warn a fella before you say that word. Ugh, I had Taco Bell earlier.
Oh no.
I don't think there's anything to worry about. Who would want to do a good deed?
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're gonna lose him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dear.
Did I say the word again? Was it good?
Where is it?
Oh no.
Oh, please stop. It's making me dizzy.
And
Go on.
finally, we can begin just a sweet little musical interlude for 2 minutes where we have to sing everything we say. And
Sing?
if we smash that goal, we will be able to effect a final battle happening somewhere else in the multiverse. Something that some of you may be very well familiar with, where we can get our sweet revenge on the villain who has betrayed us because, my friends, once upon a time, there were a crew of bad, evil, slimy, sniveling, crooked characters.
I hate to be one of those.
Of course, terrible. And they found themselves in a peculiar situation. Friends, they were beginning to feel urges to do good things, wholesome things, kind things.
How dreadful.
A means to an end.
But to what end, indeed? Someone has been manipulating the natural balance of the universe, and all of you, my friends, I'm going to need your help to restore that balance, because if I have to do another good deed, I might throw myself off a roof. I don't know about any of you.
I don't think that I'm evil.
Oh,
I'm sorry?
Misunderstood.
Do you have mirrors where you are?
You wouldn't understand.
I am not evil. I am simply ambitious and misunderstood. If people would simply do my will, then there would be no problems.
I'm 100% evil.
I'm very comfortable being a bad person, so.
I'm not bad
Self-serving,
either.
industrious.
It's everyone
evil.
else that's evil.
Well, I
know
do draw my
everything.
powers directly from hell, so.
Lucky.
Remind me to borrow some of those someday.
Sure, we'll have a time.
Excellent. Well, everyone, listen. I've been communicating with our dear friend Ursula, the Sea Witch, and she was able to give me some intel. She has sourced some kind of potion that some rapscallion has been dabbling in, and he's been sucking away our malice, our evil urges, all of our je ne sais quoi.
Not Googling rapscallion.
It's exactly what it sounds like, sweetheart. You'll get it. You know already.
Like a small onion?
Exactly.
Slightly more than a scallywag, less than, say, a ruffian.
Oh, a rapscallion!
Of course.
Sorry, I misheard you. Sorry.
Yes.
My bad.
Of course. Thank you for clarifying. Very important. Yes, and listen. He's going to keep taking everything that makes us us, and he's giving it to the good guys.
Ugh. That's evil.
I actually think that creates quite a balance. Plus, why should this concern me? I can just go back to Rapunzel and take back what's mine.
You could.
Bye.
Aren't there larger things in this universe that matter to you?
No, I matter to me. And Rapunzel, yeah, of course.
Oh, sweetheart, do you really think she'd have that gold gleaming hair without a pure heart?
Well, yes, I raised her.
Oh, honey. I'm gonna need you to roll a wisdom check for me.
Not a problem. I'm very, very smart. Let's see. That is going to be Dice roll very slow in this universe. 10.
With a 10.
It was very smart.
So smart. I'd call that average, and hey, nothing wrong with being average, is there? But you would know that only the purest of hearts can obtain that golden gleaming light. That flower is not for those of our ilk. If you want to control your daughter again, you're going to need something extra.
Well, you know, I do house calls if you need help with a daughter. But back to the main point, is what you're saying is the reason, and I imagine here I keep fading in and out of Loki. I keep defaulting to somebody who looks kind of like this, Thor-ish, you know, not Loki-ish. And it keeps pushing back and fading back to Thor. He's like, so the reason this, and the reason that I stole this, and he has the hammer, which he like barely manages to lift up. And I had the urge to like go, and like there was a storm, and like, oh no, the coast and the poor fishermen. That all of that is because someone has done this to me. I thought this was maybe a type of, I don't know, an illness, a curse on me.
An allergy?
Yes.
Do you require a potion for it? Because I can have that for you to drink.
Oh, do it. Take it.
Well, it sounds like someone is making a potion out of my essential fun-loving nature and giving it to someone else.
I have done that before. It is very fun. But I am not doing it now, of course. I haven't. Kronk? That is right, Kronk is not here.
Who? Or wait, whom? Oh, no, I care about the difference. This is bad.
Oh.
Well, Loki, my friend, I believe that there's something about whatever's happening now that makes you feel the need to prove that you are indeed a bad guy. What would you like to do to prove to us that you belong in this crew, that you have what it takes?
I mean, if there's any doubt as to who I am and what I'm capable of, where are we right now, location-wise? What's our setting?
You've all found yourself in a stone basement, essentially a cellar style, almost a dungeon, and it's dark. There are sigils painted on the walls, torches even crackling a little bit. It's a place that feels a little bit out of time, which would be familiar.
Feels
to
like
many.
home.
But Agatha seems very comfortable here, as though.
Who's your decorator?
Why, it's me. Do you like it?
Your exquisite taste.
Oh, thank you.
Could use a little bit more sunlight.
And
I
some
don't
drinks.
think so. Oh, well, a drink I can happily provide.
Do you have any milk?
I brought my own, and Yzma lifts some feathers and has like a variety of like little vials. All of them are pink. All of them are labeled, but the labels are curling in on themselves, so you can't really tell what it is. I know what it is, though.
With that in mind, we begin a 2-minute musical interlude.
Well, Loki, dear, you've got an act of malice to perform. So it sounds like this time it's you all along.
Whilst you all decide on how bad you really are, anything threatening my magic will never, ever fly. These humans, they need to know their place, and anything threatening my magic will certainly be such a thing to deface. My magic, of course. It must not be allowed to continue, so whilst we go, this rabble is so unnecessary.
I'm Draken here, and I'm here now, the dude, and I'm blue. Yes, I'm blue. I'm a dude, and I'm going to stop the people from making us good. Oh, good rhymes with dude.
That was a bad rhyme. Good job. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. Loki turns into a horse. He's like, I'll do it. You all know who I am. Bring me a horse. I'll show you what I can do. I mean, you know how you built, you know how I got that castle built, right? Everyone knows that story. Everyone's all like, oh, yeah, you slept with the tinker's horse.
No, I'm.
You say
Not
everyone knows
familiar.
that story? That's like a
It's a
common
good
knowledge
story.
story.
I'm not familiar with that story. No, why
You
don't
don't
you tell
know my
it?
work?
Oh, won't you
No.
all take a drink? Take a drink. Don't even think. I swear it isn't poison. In fact, smell it. It's more like boysenberry. Take a drink.
I would like to stop singing first, and then I would like to detect magic.
On the potions.
I would like to just use a little, try to connect with the Force and see what on earth she's trying to do to us.
I mean, I would imagine that the drinks that Yzma is providing are inherently magical. Anything you want to add to that, my dear?
What kind of magic do I sense?
What kind of magic is it, Yzma? What are you offering?
You would sense that they are polymorph potions.
I quite like my current form, thank you.
You haven't lived until you've been an elephant, my dear.
Or a horse?
Did you do that, or is he just a horse by choice?
I think he just decided to be a horse.
I want to choose to be a Dalmatian, because what could possibly go wrong?
I don't see any issues with that at all. You're
No.
totally welcome to do that.
I'm quite certain that this one is Dalmatian, or something akin to it. Bottoms up.
I look forward to this. Please, go on.
Oh, wonderful. No one here even understands how to use their powers.
I
It's
beg
like
your
it's
pardon.
some
And I
sort of...
draw my saber.
Kylo, darling, I do believe that is an act of malice. How would you like to continue it?
Remind me, what is around us where we are at the moment?
Right now, you're just in my basement, sweetheart. It's just a place where I do some spells and imprison the local neighborhood children, you know.
As the angry boy that I am, instead of hitting Maleficent, I instead will throw my, I will just slash my saber through a wall. I want to do the Sith equivalent of punching the wall.
Incredible.
Of course.
Sure, roll to hit just to see how messed up my wall is.
Okay.
So can we all
is-
agree that the emo teenager charges into every battle first? Those are the rules.
I quite agree.
That's a 17 to hit.
Teenagers.
Agatha, did you bring me down to your basement to torture me with these curious characters?
Not at all, my dear.
Thank you.
The teenager is finished smashing my wall, which is a good smash. I can definitely tell you're an evil guy. Good job, sweetheart.
I do have a question for you. Kylo, is it?
Yes.
Are you also trying to be an emperor? You seem to have the bearing of a certain teenage emperor that I once knew.
Should we tell him?
You might need a napkin, dear. Seems like you're drooling at the mouth.
I already am. I'm in the galaxy. I lead the First Order. You haven't. What planet are you from?
I've never heard of you.
Then your planet is next.
Do you have an advisor, dear? I'm very good at advising. I quit my last job. I was not fired.
Now, when you say it like that, it sounds like you were fired.
I was not.
I'm going to agree.
I hate to ask the obvious question, but is there a door in here or a staircase?
Sure, if you'd like to get out of the basement, that's absolutely up to you, I suppose.
I'm just going to stride confidently out the door.
You said you shared words with Ursula?
I did, yes. She's the one who gave me the lowdown on this strange potion. Here, come with me up the stairs. I'll follow our fashion design? What on earth are you doing here, sweetheart?
Clearly, it's a walking dog, but we pay it no mind.
Absolutely, yes. So if you'll all follow me, I think we can get to the bottom of this. Has anyone else been feeling kind, good, polite even?
Nay.
I
haven't swindled any old people this week, if that is what you mean.
I didn't curse Maleficent after she insulted me.
I paid something forward.
Oh,
Ooh.
I've been holding my tongue.
Oh.
I kissed a Jedi.
What was that one?
That's
Would
quite
you like to
tickling.
repeat yourself, Kylie?
No.
Careful, Mummy will put you in timeout.
Was that a snide comment
like
about
that.
my parenting skills?
I'm
Cruella?
starting to feel a little good. I can't go all the way all at once.
Well, I'm here to keep us all from going any more good at all.
Whew.
'Cause
Oh.
that's
Stay bad. It's more of a reason for me to keep Rapunzel in that tower.
This is why teenagers are so cumbersome. Have them prick their
Teenagers.
finger before they reach the age of 16 and all of your problems are solved.
Did I get anywhere exciting when I confidently strode across the room in my Louboutins?
You actually find yourself in my sweet suburban house, which I realize now. Sorry, this was from something else. And you find yourselves again. Oh, this is better. Welcome. I have been spending most of my time down here now. The village is off that way, but we are here in quite a lovely, dim and dank graveyard. Lots of crypts, old gravestones covered in moss.
That's
dusty
quite an
graves.
improvement from your house, yes.
Yes, I do prefer it. Just
Yes.
gotta
Why would
match
you
the mood.
stay in the basement? That's the question.
Well, the villagers sometimes notice if you do very obnoxious spellcasting above
Yeah.
ground, if you know what I mean. You know.
Oh, yes, I do.
So we
but-
eliminate the village.
We could absolutely eliminate the village, but the rest of the planet would notice that.
We
as
eliminate
well.
the planet.
We could eliminate the planet, but I don't believe that solves all of our problems. Although I
We're-
love
we're
the
on
one-track
it.
mind. Love the one-track mind. We are on it. Do you have a ship? I don't have a ship. Do you have a ship?
Yes, of
I
course.
could
have a
build
ship.
one.
Totally
I
made
have a-
entirely out of toenails.
Good.
Hand to God.
I do
Oh,
have
dreadful.
a ship. I have a ship, and I have in my lair. I have an underground roller coaster, complete with alligators and potions.
What's with you people and alligators?
It's the alligators are attached to a certain lava. I always forget which lava.
That sounds very
Now, pardon,
hazardous.
what's this about a ship made of toenails?
I mean, doesn't everyone have?
I
mean,
thought I misheard.
Say
That's
I
No, that's disgusting.
do.
No, that is not.
well, I'd like
normal.
to see you travel into the land of the dead and come back in whatever ship you got. He's still a horse.
I just if I'm traveling in between dimensions like that, I just go.
I go in style on my fabulous toenail ship. It took a lot of time. Toenails are very small.
Corella, I'm so sorry. He just said style.
All right, I understand that you're prompting me to take a dig at our friend, but one, he's a god and I want to live. And two, I'm feeling a little good today, so I can't take every obvious shot or I'm gonna use up all my evil at the top.
You're feeling
Another-
quite
Is-
wholesome and kind, Corella. In fact, what do you do with that feeling?
Is there like a level of
No.
kindness?
Did you say a lever?
No.
Do not pull the lever.
That made me
not.
laugh hard. Is there like a level of kindness that we're feeling? Oh, benevolent DM. Are we all afflicted by
We're
I'm
so
feeling
afflicted.
compelled to
marrying?
Do I
watch
need to
Hallmark
perform an
films.
act of goodness?
Hallmark.
Yes, Corella, there is an act of goodness coming down the pike for you and for Maleficent as well.
Oh, God.
Well, I'm gonna look around at the group and It looks like the oldest person here is Yzma, so as we walk and talk and go about our merry way, I'm just gonna put her arm on mine and make sure she doesn't trip and fall.
That's so kind.
Is
Yes,
there-
Yzma is
Post.
definitely the oldest. Yes.
How dare you?
I'm doing my
I have
best.
been young for many, many, many years. And I
as
continue
well,
to
Yzma.
stay young for many, many, many years.
What's your
I'm
moisturizer
also
routine?
Going to, yes, I am going to, out of my handbag, just pull out a little facial spray. We're gonna dab a dab with the color of her choosing. This is my act of
Purple.
charity.
It is always purple.
Ugh. Wonderful. You said there was a act of kindness that I had to perform.
Yes, there is.
Oh God. I will turn back to the young child with the flaming red sword, and I will look at him. I will assume I'm taller. You know, I am a very, very.
I'm very tall.
But I think that it's so much better if you're taller than Kylo Ren. So that's just true.
I have a wonderful, very imposing presence, so I will stand over this young child and say, clearly you think you need guidance. If you ever need any assistance, as for the next hour, you will be allowed to ask me a question, and I will impart my ever-knowing wisdom.
Make it a favor? That would be awfully kind of you.
We could flavor it as such, but don't push your luck, and I'll walk away.
I'm looking in a mirror. That was very good parenting.
Yes,
I'm
thank you,
not-
Mother Gothel.
Not
Um,
a teenager.
It appears I have competition for the advisor of the young emperor. I'll keep that in mind. As a act of good, I will take this moment to pour out my deadliest potion into another bottle, which I will put into my utility belt.
That's the spirit. You know, you can have the urge, but then fight it. Just keep on fighting it. And until we can fight no more. But while we still have the courage to do so, my friends, let's find the root of this disturbance, I guess. That's what you would call it, right, sweetheart?
Ah,
Yes.
yes. Lead the way.
It's a geese. I mean, personally, I've have some. This is a geese, a gayas. I mean, it depends on what region you're from. I'm just saying, disturbance is a little. That's weak language. It's obviously an enchantment.
A disturbance in the force is nothing to take lightly.
Ah, it is but a nuisance. A problem that must be solved.
I'm in the kitchen separating recycling out.
Oh, sweetheart.
Doctor,
Straightening pictures.
I'll run over and I'll start taking the trash out of his hands and throwing it on the floor. No, this isn't
We
you.
must stop this. What can we do to stop this?
Hold still.
Draken, sweetheart, you suddenly feel an urge to fix the balance of whatever you're doing. Do something malicious. Do a bad thing, sweetheart. You can do it.
I wear white after Memorial Day.
Oh, almost.
I drink red wine with fish.
Oh no, he's been hit so hard.
I eat an orange and then I drink milk.
Oh,
That is horrific.
Dr.
Dr. Draco, are you
there.
okay?
No, there's something compelling me to restore order. I need to stop this. Agatha, what can we do?
Can I bestow guidance upon Dr. Dragon?
Draken, it's a family name.
Sorry. Can
Too-
I bestow guidance upon him just so that he, I don't know, doesn't drink oranges and milk for a moment?
No, that's actually what restored the balance.
It was truly evil.
It was the worst thing that I can think of, that's for sure.
Yes. I hit typing.
I may be noting all of this down.
Okay.
Oh,
It's quite hilarious.
How do we fix this? It is clear this is gravely serious.
So this Ursula is responsible, obviously.
Well,
How else would they know how to fix the problem if they hadn't started it? See? Solved.
That's
Don't
an
trick a trickster.
excellent
Ha!
point.
Mhm.
No, I will say that I might believe her a little bit because she doesn't really know who is doing it. But she knows what's doing it. And if we can return that badness onto the sender, if it were, I think we might even be able to find out exactly who's messing with us.
Great, let's do it.
Absolutely.
But she gave me a line on some creature in, I suppose, a different plane of existence, dimension. And I'd love to chat with it because it seems to know better. Maybe it's even the cause of it. Who knows? It seems to know better about what exactly is going on. But we need a way to break through. And I wasn't sure if any of you here in this graveyard would be able to just break through to the nightmare realm. Anybody particularly good at stuff
pointed
like
the
that?
horse.
And a
Made
horse
out of
that could-
toenails.
Does it travel through realms?
No.
That's what it.
We
I mean,
have
why
a
else would I
ship
make it out of
going in there.
toenails?
Not made
I like the syllogism that, of course, if it's made from toenails, it can break on through to the other side.
No, okay,
Oh.
okay. Obviously,
That's good.
as a man of science,
Yes.
when a person dies,
Mm.
their hair and their fingernails and their toenails keep
Mhm.
growing. Therefore, those things are connected to the realm of the dead.
Yes.
Therefore, if you want to go to the realm of the dead, which I remember, and I'm never wrong, is right next door to the realm of nightmares, you
Ah.
make a ship out of toenails.
You make an excellent case.
I
Sold.
don't understand your logic.
I'm running to get on board that ship.
Oh.
Where is your ship, sweetheart?
Oh, well, it's
I'm just running around the house looking for it.
there's
Did he become
well,
a Dalmatian, or was he already acting like that?
if
It's
we
hard to
would go
tell.
He's not a
across
Dalmatian, can confirm.
Aren't all men dogs?
Bifrost and then
Ultimately.
I can make all men into dogs. Just give me enough time and enough potion.
Cruella has transitioned
Wonderful.
from holding Yzma's hand to be helpful to clutching it with nerves that this toenail ship is going to show up.
So are you summoning it here? Are we going to it?
oh, you don't summon it. It's not a pet. It's a ship. It's a big ship.
And where do you keep that thing?
Why I was saving it for Ragnarok, because that's when you need to pull out the big guns, right?
Mm.
But I mean, it'll take us a while to get there.
An inquiry, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to this other plane to interrogate? What is our objective there?
Stop everything, correct? Get everything back to normal.
Well, that's my impression. Listen, my ability to cast magic has been dwindling because it's based off of all of my spite and control and rage. I don't know if anyone else has been equally affected, but I'm a little bit
Amen.
compelled to.
Preaching to the choir.
So, I got a lead from Ursula, says that we got to go talk to some guy in the nightmare realm. Maybe this is where,
So are we just communicating with this being? Because I would rather contact them instead of stepping onto a horrifying vestigial ship
you got a
Aren't
line
you
on
a
the
hell
nightmare
queen?
realm.
made of nails. I could contact another plane, an entity from there.
And to be clear, the ship is in another realm. We would need to go to that realm
No.
to get.
Maleficent, please save us
Oh.
from the toenail ship
Oh,
and
that
do the
sounds-
thing.
Absolutely horrible.
I don't trust the horse.
So I will attempt to contact an entity from this nightmare plane. Who are we contacting specifically?
There's a. Hang on, let me look. there's a dragon fellow there, some shadow
It's Draken.
dragon.
No, it's
Well, we have Draken
No
here.
relation.
Oh, well, Draken, was it you all along?
It's like Smith. It's a very common last
That
name.
makes sense.
Still running around the house, by the way.
This is a very risky spell.
Badly
for
done.
me. I
Does
will.
it, Mommy?
Draken is reminding me of Kronk, and I'm getting a little weepy.
Oh no! It's
Dra-
affecting
I,
you.
I stop and I go, I do have an interdimensionator.
And you say this now? You are a Kronk.
I would prefer that, as this spell could render me insane.
Oh,
As much as I love
I would like
talking
to
in
watch that.
circles,
Dr. Drogon,
Sure.
will you do it, please? The thing.
Please.
click the thing. Let's get on with it. I don't have all the time in the world. Starting to get spots.
And this is wonderful, a dragon. I have much experience with dragons.
And Loki, my friend, while Dr. Draken is putting together his interdimensionator, you feel an urge to just fix that balance a little bit more, and just the urge for an act of malice. Just so you know.
Is this a house now or a graveyard? Do we keep phasing back and forth?
You do. Anytime that anyone thinks that there's a house there, there's a house there. And anytime that there isn't, we're back in the graveyard. It's still both. I have to be able to.
Say, Draken. Draken.
Yes.
Will it be a couple of minutes before we go?
Who's doing the malice?
Me, but
Oh.
do I have a couple of minutes before we leave? I should use the bathroom.
Yes.
Okay. And then, still a horse, I go into the bathroom
Inside is okay. Well,
and the door closes and there is a lot of noises from in there.
that's fair. I guess
Someone
I asked
stop
for
me
that
from
somehow.
skinning the horse.
Well, at least he's not a llama. Those are the absolute worst.
I have a feeling that this whole thing that Draken is doing is like imagination theater thing. I don't
It's
think that
ready!
he's a scientist.
Is it real?
Well, you're
It
about to
doesn't-
find out.
Mm.
Buckle
Okay.
up and hold your horses. Here we go.
Or maybe don't. He
Dragonos.
did just use the facilities.
Did
Ew,
you
don't
wash your
touch me.
hooves?
Ugh, stay away from me.
Yes.
Draken, dearest, roll. You could be an intelligence check or whatever your
Oh, I'm
ability
smart.
is. Whatever your ability
I'm
is to use
so
your
smart.
artificer's tools. Let's see how successful
I'm
this
smart.
interdimensionator is. And
I got a
our-
16.
Our lovely friends did offer us many a reroll if you'd like to use any.
Well, I did a 16, but I'll roll it again.
16 is respectable.
We'll
I'm
stick
sure.
with the 16 because the other one was a 10. So the 16 is where we're going.
Excellent. So with your interdimensionator, what does it look like? What are you trying to do? Paint me a word picture, dear.
It looks like a giant Buck Rogers ray gun, but there's things sticking off it like a rubber chicken. There's some tin foil on. There's wires, a vacuum tube. There's a sticker of Flintstone. There's an entire Cuisinart on the top, and I keep putting grave dirt in it. And there's a little Chihuahua on a treadmill underneath it, and then there's a picture of a certain red-haired teenager with a Buster sign on the side, and there's one big red button, and I can't wait to push it.
I'm just gonna step between Cruella and the Chihuahua. I'm just
Oh,
gonna like,
no,
I'm
no,
gonna
I'm
like
all right.
casually lean in between.
I am quite.
Look at that dog's
disturbed.
hair. It's quite coarse. You'll find.
This is why I think children should be sheltered more. You let their imaginations run wild, and suddenly you get this, Dr. Draken.
I mean, if
Yeah,
this is the thing that's
we
going to get us to the other
Going
side.
to push the button on the interdimensionator in 3, 2, and the number that follows is 1!
Curses for a fitful night, tossed with visions of fear and fright, make a circle all in red. On a darkly dreaming head, bitter brew of dust and bone, poison root and dead man's stone. Boiled in blood, villainous and vile, spread along a grave defiled, close your eyes and open the door to where dreamers rot forevermore. The button is pushed, and a crackling blue energy pierces through the veil.
Told ya.
I would have said, when dreamers dream no more, but I won't critique your spell casting.
Oh my
Science.
dear. You want them to
Sounded
dream if
pretty.
they're in the nightmare realm, don't you?
So I suppose the young emperor shall go first. We decided on that, right?
We did. And through that rift, dear Kylo, you do just see thick, slate gray, almost black mist.
I step on through.
That was easy.
The other
That was
side.
great.
I'm just going
Wonderful.
saber first, though, to like
course.
guide and light the way a little.
Loki's right behind. He came out of the bathroom looking like Thor with toilet paper stuck to his shoe.
I yell, Diablo!
You were the
Come
horse,
here.
right?
And my raven will fly onto my shoulder and I'll say, let's go. And we'll walk through.
I'm
Loki,
eyeballing
you
that
look like you're
raven,
trying
and I
to
will
swallow
walk
Adam
right
Duritz.
behind her.
What's that, Draken?
I said Loki looks like he's trying to swallow Adam Duritz.
Yzma waits and to make sure that there is no screaming coming from the other end, death screams and everything like that. Looks over at Mother and Draken. Well, I suppose it is all right, but I shall take a potion for strength anyway. She swallows a potion as she kind of sidles through the doorway.
Incredible. Do we care what the potion does, or is it a potion of strength, or are you trying to turn into something, or do we find out later?
Let's say it's a potion of aid. We'll just do
Ooh,
that.
love that. All right, excellent. And Mother Gothel, Loki, Cruella. There has been so far no screaming. There was a little bit of a blip as we lost Kylo for a moment, but seems to be all right in there. No audible screaming.
I'm going to be at the nearest mirror, checking my appearance, making sure I don't have any wrinkles or liver spots or.
You're starting to get, worst thing of all, smile lines,
Oh no!
laugh lines.
I've been too joyous recently. We have to fix this. I'll go through next. Yeah. Yes. I'm gonna run through the portal.
I mean, I'm happy to go. Anybody else that want to do anything first, I guess, before we go?
I have to keep my hand on the button or else it'll slam shut. I've got about a 3-second window before it closes, so I'll just hang for a sec.
Excellent. So who's left to go? Corella went through.
Mhm.
Loki, did you go through?
Yeah.
Yeah, Loki was right behind me.
Great. Then I guess it's just me and you, Doctor. See you on the other
After
side.
you.
And off I go.
Oh.
And diving through. Oh, you landed right on your face, sweetheart.
Oh, not the first time. I'll be good.
Ooh.
It's quite an improvement, actually.
Oh, there you go.
I agree.
Smiling.
I feel like something about this bunch is I can't tell when you're being nice or mean.
It's already out of character that I'm agreeing with any of you. Clearly, this is having an effect on my character.
Well, we're well on our way. You all notice that the ground is very similar to what we just left. It does feel like grave dirt, but everything else is that swirling slate-like opaque darkness. And everyone, roll a quick wisdom saving throw.
I am nothing if not wise. And I'm
My
not wise.
specialty.
Guidance.
We have so many rerolls, everyone.
Oh, I have an 18.
Wow.
I need one.
Take one.
I have a 24.
Oh.
Ooh, I also need a reroll.
Oh, apparently I'm just here for looks. Can I
There are
have
so
another?
many, Corella. You're welcome to more.
I will take one more. This is
Go for
really
it.
really bad rolling. Wow.
I cannot roll over a 3.
I'm
going to take that as my sign.
change my dice real quick.
Some of us are only here to be pretty. You can only have but one thing.
Much better. 17.
She did say you're
No,
pretty.
if that was an insult or if I feel complimented.
You see what I'm saying? It's hard.
I
to
feel
tell.
insulted. I'm
Oh.
quite pretty.
No, young Kyle, that's just adulthood.
I-
People can't tell when you're being evil when you're an adult. You'll get there.
It's Kylo. It's Kylo.
I'm sorry? Oh,
Kyle?
regionalism.
Listen, Krilla, if you
Space.
just call them darling, you don't have to remember their name.
Or just address them by their
Every one of you.
age. Young thing.
Ladies, if you teach me how to villain one more time, I swear to goodness, we are in a group surrounded by men who fall on their faces and are horses.
No
I-
one's here to villains.
Well, you
explain
can't judge
anybody.
the
I don't
men.
Are they still
Trying to
here?
make you look good as a woman.
I didn't even know they were still following behind. Oh.
You didn't? They're so loud.
I'm picking grave dirt from my teeth. What?
And to be fair, Loki's just a man today.
Yzma's walked over to Kylo. Aren't they rude? It is a shame. If you had an advisor like me, then I could help you steer the dangerous waters with womanhood.
Are you trying to use persuasion for real?
Yes.
Can I just boop a little guidance onto Yzma?
Oh, goodness.
Sure.
She's so fashionable. She's so powerful.
See.
And all of you but
that-
Cruella.
Yeah, that persuasion came out to an 18.
Ooh.
Oh wait, and did you give me a
I did,
D4.
yes.
Oh, well,
Go forth
let's
and
do
slay.
it. Let's do it. 18 plus 4. Nice. Perfect.
I mean, if this is about my perception in response to being manipulated, I am fully convinced.
That's
Such an
fair.
impressionable young thing.
Cruella, you get to enjoy this for a moment before the
Yeah.
swirling smoke around you begins to almost take shape. And you hear these just rattling around in your brain. You are the only person who hears it though, sweetheart. Nobody else does.
How smoky is it? Can I see everyone else, or is it just?
It's kind of the thing where you can see everyone else, but your surroundings appear to be completely obscured.
Okay, so the claws are coming out. Absolutely feral. I'm just going to. I don't know what's come over me, but I absolutely have to run around and get my future garment while it's at my feet, I suppose.
Oh,
You
do
all
we
start to see
notice?
Cruella just
this?
running around chasing after small creatures on the ground that only she appears to be able to see.
Oh, it's
Is she
clearly
all
made
right?
her rabid. Someone restrain her, get a leash. Or something.
Sanity is wasted on the young.
Oh, this is my kind of party.
I
I think she looks good while doing it.
I'll have what she's having.
I mean, everyone should pursue their own joy, in my opinion.
Right. I stand in no way.
I know just the thing to help. Yzma randomly pulls a potion out and goes after Cruella.
So
Are
I'm
we
just
going
running
to-
around full speed trying to catch puppies on the ground.
Are we going to protect our evil, our truth? Or
While they're doing their thing, I'll turn to Diablo and say, could you go and take a look around and make sure there's nothing of use to us here?
who is Diablo?
Clearly. Thank you. Thank you, someone understands. My friend here. You don't see him sitting on my shoulder. I'm sorry, Diablo. These young things have no manners.
A pet.
Young again. I love that.
A
Oh.
pet.
Is this a joke? Did somebody put me with a bunch of crazy people and Thor? Is this why it was so easy to take your hammer? Is This
Loki,
is
you
good.
showed up, turned
Don't
into a
show.
horse, and then offered us to ride on a toenail ship that you couldn't even get access to.
For once, I have
Absolutely.
to agree with the teenager. Yes.
Yes, the
And if
force
this
speaks
is the
to you.
asylum, darling, you're here with us.
I want to tell Diablo to fly off and see if there's anything in my surroundings that he could lead us to.
Absolutely. And who is trying to catch Cruella?
Not
I
me.
was.
I
Yzma.
have a catchinator.
Of course you do. So feel free to assemble. Is it just a net? Like, describe it to me.
I have to assemble it slowly.
Oh, of course. So while you're assembling it, Yzma, dear, if you don't mind, rolling, it could be, I don't really mind, athletics or acrobatics or if you have a spell like hold person you'd like to try. I mean,
Yes,
Or
I think
a
we'll
little
just.
little spray bottle of hold person potion. I don't know.
I could use my thorn whip.
Do it. It's incredible.
Yes.
That
It's literally the thing that I have to pull someone closer to me.
Do it.
I'm evil. What do you want from me?
Villains
I
have a
mean-
very narrow toolbox, to be clear.
I love it.
Well, that is a 19 plus 8 to hit.
I guess.
oh, wonderful.
Cruella, are you running that fast? I mean, probably not. Or you're out of your
I'm
mind.
in very nice shoes, but I wear stilettos every day, so I would say
Right.
I'm running medium speed. But I'm trying to catch puppies that are very low to the ground.
So roll a dexterity saving throw, maybe. See if you lose it. See if you miss it. This thorn whip.
11.
I don't think you miss it. Just in time, of course, for our Dr. Draken friend.
Ready!
What's it look like?
Well, it's interesting. For the front is a very large claw, and then there's a spring mechanism, and there is a coiled cable inside. The outside is a very powdery blue. There is flames upon the side of it, and there's something glowing on the back. I don't know why. It's just a thing. It has a very tight trigger that you don't pull, you squeeze. And it has a very ergonomic handle.
Got to, if you're using all of these devices all the time, I'm gonna make sure that it's,
I
The
recognize.
metacarpals.
I
Yeah, you have to work.
recognize the irony of both of you catching me. I do, but seeing as my dress has already been thorn whipped, would you please be gentle?
Oh, she's been caught?
I do have her wrapped within my thorn whip clutches, which will make her even easier to get with your very
Well, if
nicely
she's
put
caught,
together device.
I,
Well, we could
No,
pull
no.
her closer together.
your thing is cooler.
Loki sidles up to Kylo and's like, and right?
Am I still stuck under a spell?
Every last one of you are deeply, disturbingly confusing to me.
Well,
Uh,
that's
Yz-
my whole deal. Yeah.
Yzma
You wear
takes
a
the
breathing
potion.
mask and you don't need to.
We do not talk
It's-
about
it's
other people's
inspired.
needs for breathing masks.
It is
That
it
is too
inspired. It is a relic
Oh.
of my family.
I whisper under my breath and just say, imbeciles. And I will continue further through this plane of smoke.
You seem very loyal to your family, Kylo.
The catchinator goes off in my
Pieces
face.
of my family that I
Could I introduce you to my daughter
Okay.
after this? Maybe you'd be a good influence on her.
I
Yikes.
have great influence where I come from. I would be happy to.
She's wonderful. You both have wonderful hair.
Oh, God.
Now that's
Bye,
a matchup I would love to see.
Kylo looks like a little bashful about it, just like
Of course he is. Corella, the shock of the thorn whip does indeed kind of just shock you back to your senses, and the stimuli kind of fades away. And Diablo returns to you, Maleficent, as you start to just move through these mists, and they remind you that this kind of realm similar to what you experienced in these hell realms, these other kind of nightmare realms, is they kind of take form around its denizens.
I see.
You'll need to keep your senses sharp. But they did notice that there appeared to be a large hulking figure coming closer and closer to
Is
you.
it the Hulk?
Hulk!
Who?
The Hulk?
I.
Wow.
Must be one
Loki
of
has
those
no problems
thieves.
with the Hulk.
I think I've seen the Hulk on a wanted poster. He stole something from the city. Yes.
Such a
Is
brutish name. I've never heard of such a thing.
it the Hulk? This,
You said there's mist around us?
There is indeed.
I'll
I have a
drive towards-
demistinator.
Of course you do. Put it together, sweetheart. Let's see.
Kylo had no signal.
Diablo is
back.
leading
I'm
me.
coming in from space. It's complicated. While he's building that, I'm charging into the mists towards the figure.
Excellent. And you're feeling again the desire to do something incredibly malicious. As Mother Gothel, are you?
Is Diablo leading me to this character?
Yes, Diablo can help begin to lead you in the direction, but it is very difficult to navigate through these. It seems to just be like piles of grave dirt and dark mists.
So, if I'm feeling malicious running towards this figure, I can't tell what it is, but I'll just reach up to the sky and call a lightning bolt.
Excellent.
I'm feeling oddly drawn to this teenager. I'd like to, not in that way. for my daughter. For my daughter.
So
A
bad.
lifetime of explaining, I tell you.
I'm way too old for him. I'd like
He's not so
to.
sure about that.
I'd like to try to charm Loki to protect Kylo in whatever he's doing in the mist, and I'd like to cast Dominate Person on Loki.
Okay.
That's a wisdom save or a charisma save?
It's a Wisdom save of 16.
We do have many rerolls.
Loki
do.
fails his roll.
I was gonna say, but you could choose to fail if you'd like.
I mean, I know how to play Loki. What does it look like?
I
I am
sidle
still a
up
horse.
next to you, and I'm like,
Sorry, saddle. You saddle up to me.
I saddle up next to Loki, and I go, it would be a shame for the young generation to just be axed out at this moment. Would you mind saving my future son-in-law?
Oh, certainly. One mother to another. I understand completely. And gallops off into the mist.
Did he?
Oh, he is technically. Yes, absolutely.
Well,
That's real.
we each have our own vices, I guess.
And Kylo is just like charging into the mists, full step, like arm up to the sky, calling lightning.
Excellent. And is that a save for me?
It is. It's a 15 deck save.
Excellent. Fail that.
Whoa.
I have a reroll.
Well, whatever
that
it is,
works.
I'm sorry. Whatever about your failure? Would you mind singing?
I'm happy to sing a song for you, but I was just about to ask my friend, Dr. Draken, what's this demystifier look like?
Well, essentially, it's just a light bounce card. And I just start waving it. But while I'm waving it, I cast Wall of Wind.
So,
But you need to
Draken-
sing that to the tune of Wonderwall, please.
I cast Winding Wall.
So anyway, here's Winding Wall, everybody. And
It's a strong wall of wind. It's 50 foot long and it's 15 feet high. Because I ain't doing nothing small.
so as the wind begins to gust, we've got a giant bolt of lightning come crashing down onto the hulking figure that Diablo recognized. And
The Hulk.
you'd think it might be the Hulk, but then it starts to
what?
grow wings, long, great, wide, shadowy wings. And its great reptilian neck curls back in pain as its entire giant form is illuminated by crackling electricity. How much damage does that lightning bolt do?
Let me find out.
Is
That
this a
does-
dragon?
It does 24 points of damage.
Absolutely.
And my wind wall, it has to succeed a strength saving throw, or it takes 3d8.
All right, how many? Oh, no, that was my last reroll, so I failed at 2.
All right.
This is gonna
Buckle
go-
up, Kylo, because the wind is a-blowing.
If I am charging forward, am I affected by this gust of wind? I'm
You get pushed
rather.
at it.
I'm a
I
little
think-
bit
Roll
of
a strength
squatty,
saving throw.
dense person.
Roll a strength saving throw.
I think Loki also needs to do that.
I'm not
Do we all
super
need to do that if
strong.
we were
No,
near
it's just
him?
that she was in front of me. I can make it
I'm-
flat and going that way. Or
I've got a
he,
16.
And
that saves.
Ooh,
Loki was also charging
doesn't
in.
say.
So you have to
Loki-
roll a strength saving
Loki
throw.
needs to roll. I think that Mother Gothel and everyone else has been behind Draken. Yes, correct.
Yes.
You
Is
are free of.
What'd you roll?
16 from Kylo, I believe.
18.
You both save, but the dragon fails and takes 19 bludgeoning.
Oh!
Today is gonna be the day that I'm gonna blow a drac away.
This is a dragon on dragon crime.
Sure, I'm really down for that, but hey,
All in the
This-
family.
this was supposed to be a real dramatic moment, but now the dragon has been blown head over tail and is now struggling off its back to try and get
Rub
back
its belly! Rub
I
its
love
belly!
your enthusiasm, but the song is so over.
I cast thaumaturgy and I say, stop,
But sure.
you fools! This is the thing we were looking for.
We were looking for it because it took away our evil, weren't we? So we destroy it, and then it can't do that anymore.
No, Kylo, I think we were looking for answers, actually, for information.
Everyone
Loki-
is
How I get
rushing
information.
in.
while
Loki
everyone,
storms in and tramples the dragon to protect Kylo.
Ugh.
while everyone has been talking, Yzma has been creeping. A
Sorry,
creep and a
I'm-
creep, a
I'm
tip
not
and a
in
toe.
control of my own actions here. I really need to. Yeah.
A tiptoe, a creep, creep, and Yzma has put a potion in the dragon's mouth.
What kind of potion
Dragon
is it?
or dragon?
Oh,
Dra-
I didn't see it. I should have thought about this before I did
Dragon,
this.
not draken.
Okay.
The dragon.
What kind of potion is it?
It is a polymorph potion to make it a sweet, sweet little ribbity rat.
What kind of
As in a ribbity bibbity. A
Is that a
rabbity
frog?
bibbity. A rabbity
What?
bibbity bat.
And you're saying
I
your
think you
words
call
are...
it a bunny.
Oh, there we go, there we go.
Excellent. And
Ooh.
what's this trample attack, Loki?
What are
Uh,
you?
I'm a horse.
A still horse? He's
Of
still a horse.
course. Yeah.
Of course.
Wait, if
wasn't
it's gonna
speaking
be a
metaphorically
bunny,
when I
don't
said-
trample it.
I'm trying. Yes, I'm trying. You know what? Yzma
Circle left, my
and
dear.
Loki, sweethearts, if you don't mind doing a roll off for me, let's figure out if the bunny happens or the trampling happens first, because we gotta know.
Oh,
Just a
you
straight
could
D20
trample
or
bunny.
Guidance
Just a
to
straight
Yzma.
D20 with a roll off.
straight D20.
No,
I got a
done.
12.
Guidance to Loki.
Yeah, both of you get guidance. It's great. Love that.
Oh wait, do we both get guidance?
You both get
Yeah.
guidance. 'cause
Okay, so
we've
that's
got the machinations from Mother Gothel and Corella with a little
That's a
master
12.
strings.
12 plus 4 then. That is a 16 for bunny.
Oh, no matter
Oh,
how good
rabbit-
the guidance is, I
rabbity-bibbity.
can't beat that.
Bunny.
Do we have
We ha-
rerolls?
We have many rerolls.
Oh,
You guys
then,
reroll off forever.
Want a rabbit.
oh, then I'm
And it's
18.
a D4 for yeah, nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
So the trampling happens first.
Oh, good.
Loki, I have a question. I have a question for you, and I'm afraid of the answer.
I am a rogue, and I would like to argue that this is surprising, and the The dragon has been knocked off balance, and therefore I'm pretty sure I have advantage, and therefore I can sneak attack with this trample.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
My question would be, should the thing that you are trampling suddenly be transformed into something small and fluffy, would you stop?
I would probably, because this is a very vigorous, like forward motion
technically,
thing. I would probably just like start the
I-
trample and then flip
I'm
over. him.
still dominating Loki.
You are. You absolutely are.
So his actions are all from me.
So,
Sure.
Could I see this rabbit? Am I close enough? Because if I'm not close enough, I'm not going to tell Loki to stop. Unfortunately.
He has been winding the mist. The mist wouldn't be very as
You
thick
could
due
definitely
to Dr.
see.
Draken.
There's no mist.
The mist has
Wind
been
and- wind
very
and
clear.
anger.
It's you can see all this happening to the dragon.
I cast. Oh, we're not singing. I cast darkness.
Okay.
Why?
Why?
Because
I thought you wanted to
darling.
protect the thing.
I cast darkness around this creature.
I want to wear that. Stop.
And I will proceed to walk through and grab this rabbit.
Before it gets
Well-
trampled.
Presumably
Now you have to
before.
roll. Okay, now you have to roll. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If Mother Gothel doesn't stop Loki from trampling the rabbit becomes a dragon again because it takes the damage and is polymorphed out of the rabbit into being a dragon again. So
I would prefer to cast darkness before I witness such a tragedy happen upon this creature.
Okay, perfect. So roll and you got to beat, I believe, a 16. No, 18.
It was
No,
18.
16.
Oh me, a mink scarf.
I roll, or
You do need to roll, Maleficent.
what do I roll?
A
It's-
straight D20.
Just
a-
straight
just a
D20. Okay. Oh, I got a 17, so.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the bunny happens, and then the darkness happens, and then the trampling happens.
The body of
Hopefully
the
it gives some
darkness.
concealment for this creature. I can still tell where it may have been, but yes.
Yes.
I will go to where I remember it being.
Okay, well you run into a horse that is trampling where the bunny is. And
I
you would
will-
essentially collide with Loki. Which
I
is
will
fine.
command this horse to stop.
Wow, everybody's
Ooh.
really.
Oh.
I mean, I'm into it.
I'm just
Sure.
touching base. This was a dragon we were just supposed to talk to.
Absolutely.
That's what
and
I thought it was, but this is fun.
Don't understand why you all just chomped at the bit to say no pun.
I've read the
intended.
books. Dragons are for slaying.
Oh
That's
goodness.
fair. Totally fair. Okay, so
Never met a dragon that I shouldn't slay.
have you met many dragons?
More than you'd think.
Wow.
Elliot.
More than I would think.
I slayed Elliot.
Everyone honestly, since I have such a range over this spell, everyone around.
You can command more than one
in
target.
this 60-foot, yes, up to 4 targets.
Is
4
there a
additional.
save?
Absolutely, you may try to save.
What
A
Could
60
I
save.
counter spell?
Wisdom?
A wisdom.
You
save.
could, well,
Loki fails.
you can counterspell. Do you need to see? Do you need
I'm
to
in the
see
darkness.
The counterspell, though.
Mine is
I
just
don't
one
know.
reaction which you take when you see a creature within 60 feet of you casting a spell.
So if she's in darkness, you can't see her.
Kraken fails.
Okay.
I have a plus 10 on my wisdom saving throws. So I got a 29 on that
certainly
save.
saves.
You know,
You
you
have at
cannot be
least
both
my
wise and
concerns.
beautiful. Someone once
Okay.
told me that.
Oh.
Yes,
With
but some of us
spicy.
are blessed.
Snap.
I got a dirty 20 thanks to guidance.
21.
I'm
Oh,
stressed by
then-
everything happening. I'm casting
Dir-
dancing
dirty
lights.
20.
Casting dancing lights. Excellent. I don't remember if dancing lights as magical light affect darkness, do they? Or it's a cantrip. I
Oh
think it
no,
might
you
not.
absolutely cannot illuminate. It has to be magical. So if
It
you
is
have magical, then it works.
Dancing lights is magical.
It seems like there is a lot going on right now, and I just want to talk to this bunny. I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
Oh man.
On what? There's so many
a lot.
magics
Everything?
on the magical effect of darkness. I'm
Okay.
within it, and it's a range of 120 feet.
What level spell is darkness? Maleficent?
Oh.
Maleficent, what level did you cast darkness at?
I cast my darkness at second level.
All right, so that just happens. So okay, so order of operations a little bit because wow, y'all, excellent work to everyone. So Kylo goes charging through. Loki gallops after. Draken puts together his wind wall, and it goes windy wall. And Yzma somehow manages to just sneak through to put a potion in the dragon's mouth.
After it has been flipped over,
After it's
and
been flipped over by the
trampled,
wind.
it has been
It
flipped
hasn't been
over
trampled
and,
yet.
but
it did get hit by lightning.
and its mouth was just open. It's just
Totally
it's
open.
when mouths are open, they deserve potions. They're asking for it.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And Loki, compelled by our good mother Gothel, came charging through as darkness fell and began trampling the rabbit, but the rabbit was scooped away
By
by
Maleficent.
Maleficent,
By Maleficent.
while the darkness was dispelled. So we see,
The
And what was the
darkness
command?
peels away.
what was the command, sweetheart?
Oh, command was everyone to halt. Just
Halt.
stop.
So
Quick question. If Yzma casts Dispel Magic, does Mother Gothel's magic that keeps her looking young and beautiful also dispel?
I would never
Dispel
do that
magic
to a
is
fellow
choose one
person.
creature, object, or magical effect.
I
Yeah,
only
she's alright.
I only cast it onto the darkness.
Yes.
Good.
Like
Then you would
one
be
would bite a
casting it?
gazebo. I only cast it on the
I
darkness.
cast darkness directly onto the rabbit, so
So what you're saying is you attack the darkness.
I attacked the darkness, and I succeeded. And I
You
won.
did. So the darkness lifts now on a frozen horse, just pausing there. Everyone else is kind of stopped. And Maleficent is now holding a rabbit. That
I'm
Yzma
holding
has
it with my
just
fingers like this.
Yzma has just cleared the darkness. What do you do? What are we doing here?
I apologize. You poor creature. These fools, they jump to all sorts of conclusions. I try to. If I roll a wisdom save or some sort of wisdom check, could I try to find the most rational person in our group? Because I'm completely. Oh no, I'm ignorant of that.
I
as of this
cast
moment.
guidance. You'll need it.
Absolutely.
You know what? Actually, let's do this. Let's do this like villains. Let's go around. and-
Monologue for it. Monologue off.
Let's go. Let's start. Let's start with Kylo. Kylo, do you think you're the wise?
Sorry, pardon, what?
Do you think you're the wisest member of the group?
Oh, I do. I do think I am the wisest member of the group.
I'm going to stop you right there.
I understand and have seen things you simply have not. You may be from here, but I have an entire galaxy of conquering behind me, and this will simply not be the end of that.
Ooh, I would love a persuasion roll. Everyone should just absolutely do that. Be hilarious.
I mean, we might also let the words speak for themselves. There.
Oh, I love both. Can we get both?
Oh, of course. We have so many
Exactly.
rerolls. Got to burn through them.
Absolutely.
Am I rolling?
Yeah, roll persuasion.
All right. Oh, that's not great.
And you're
Actually-
welcome to be informed by your own persuasion roll or not.
Could
Should
I
we-
say, since we're all
15.
rolling in competition with each other,
No
could,
rerolls.
should we
Yeah.
say no rerolls?
Otherwise,
Otherwise,
we'll all just reroll.
Yeah, I
to
think
Someone
we
could
should.
spend all of them. Yeah.
otherwise
Yeah.
Loki would go first and use all the rerolls.
Maybe
We
we
have
either no
seven,
no
1, 2,
rerolls
3,
or
4,
we
5.
each get one.
Everyone gets one because we got exactly 7 left.
Okay, I'm gonna use my one.
All right, I'm gonna save my reroll for a different time.
Ooh, that's better.
It's very wise.
That's a dirty 20
All right, good to know.
for persuasion.
Over to you, Dr. Draken.
I'm
Do you
impressed,
realize
young
it?
thing.
Well, I think if you take caramel corn and cheesy corn, that's what they call Chicago style. Because I rolled a 3. What was the question?
I don't even glance at this creature.
Crispy and cheesy. It's savory and sweet at the same time.
Nonsense.
Somewhere in another dimension, a bunch of princesses snack canned from a bunch of butter.
Absolutely are. I can feel it.
And
My bones.
to you, Yzma, sweetheart, do you think you're the wisest?
As a former advisor to an emperor of the world as in Earth, Yzma looks over at Kylo with that.
Respectful, thank you.
And once more, I am going to go ahead and emphasize that I was not fired. I left according to my own wishes. I followed my wisdom out into the world, and look at me now. And Yzma is like wearing a sparkling evening gown. And just like there's like this glitter effect that happens when she does that because she rolled a 12.
Nice.
Fantastic. I look further. Are there any other candidates at all?
Mother Gothel, mothers always have the best wisdom. What about you?
Yes, hi. I would like to throw in my name into the hat. I've raised 2 wonderful daughters, one much more wonderful and useful than the other. I've saved them from ruffians and thugs and poison ivy and
They're
quicksand
like
and
rapscallions.
cannibals and snakes, rapscallions, the plague, men with pointed
Ruffian and
teeth.
thug.
Gosh, what else? I've helped many a gullible girls, just like many of you, and I guess men could be considered in that too. But listen, what you need to know is that Mother knows best. And I rolled a 24 on my persuasion.
Woo!
Very persuasive.
Is there anybody else left to go, or
It'll be you and then Corella, or Corella, you can go first. Up to you.
I'll
He
happily?
can take it first.
No, go ahead.
Oh, well, I'm not going to monologue for this. I have no desire to be the king of the fools. To rule among the unintelligent is not a crown that goes well with my outfit. My wise decision is to not participate. I rolled a 25.
Ooh. All right, Loki.
The only way to win the game is not to play.
Okay. Loki casts mirror image, and suddenly there's just a chaos of horses everywhere. While it's just like horses everywhere, and there's madness, except by Maleficent, like hears his voice, and he says, "Listen, I don't know any of you people, and you can think what you want, but I am millennias old, and you know nothing of me. I built Asgard, and so if you want to storm the gates of heaven or build one or do some lesser thing, make your choice." And then, like, the mirror images go away, and he's kind of prancing around like a pony. But everybody else saw a bunch of horses, right? I rolled a 27, by the way.
Ooh.
That was a hell of a soliloquy.
You have all said such very convincing things, but you've all done some very strange things as well. I will approach Mother Gothel and Cruella, and I will also approach Loki. And I will look at them and I will say, we have the answer to our problem. If you would all just take a moment to clarify why you're here and understand the reason, I'm sure we could solve it together. But please contain yourselves.
Yzma,
Now-
are you able to speak to the rabbit since you turned it into one?
Yes, I can talk to the rabbit. I can also talk to it when it is a dragon.
I will flick the rabbit on the nose.
Okay.
I've seen some horrible things in this world.
Hopefully that would, make it turn back into a dragon.
It certainly does. So you're holding this rabbit. Do you step?
I let it go and I step away.
And so before you expanding back into itself is this dark, again, that slate gray, almost black reptilian figure, humongous, colossal even, and it's staring at you. It appears solid, but at the edges, especially at the edges of its wings, it's almost wisping off into just little curls of smoke and fog, as though it's not 100% tangible. And the dragon will look at all of you in confusion a little bit, definitely a little bit of confusion, and
Sorry about the wind thing.
rage, and just say to all of you, yes.
Imagine the shoes that would make.
Behind me, Kyle.
If you may
My
excuse.
name is.
Oh. Excuse.
Brings you all here.
I do get behind Loki though.
That's fair. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sure.
If you may excuse my attendance, we did not come here to cause a mayhem, a disturbance, or any sort of confusion. We came here simply for an answer. Who is causing this ruckus? This goodness, it seeps into our very fiber of being, and it cannot be allowed to continue.
The dragon.
I-
Yes.
Can I just want to bestow a little guidance. I want to make her outfit tailored a little bit better so the speech goes over a little
Of course.
more smoothly.
Absolutely. And it'll shake its head and just look down at all of you and say, you speak of the thief.
Hmm.
Well, that's vague.
Have you seen of him? Or her? Or it?
Or them.
Or
I
them?
knew of a thief.
He stole into my horde when I was fighting some adventurers.
Ah,
They
adventurous. The worst.
took something from me, something I hadn't figured out how to use yet.
A cheese cutter?
Your innocence?
Your daughter?
What form was it? Was it a llama?
Maleficent just has this defeated look on her face. She's not looking at them, but she's just and simply awaits the answer.
Was this thief? Was it some handsome looking young man who told your daughter that he loved her and then she ran away? Was that it? Was that the thief?
I have no
Was it a
children. but it was
red-haired
personal.
girl in khakis?
Was it a member of the rebellion?
No, but that honestly sounds a lot like the adventurers I was fighting
Naked mole rat?
before. That
No,
well,
no,
that you know
no.
what? I think it might have been a rodent of some kind. It took something
Worst.
from me, an old magical artifact that again I hadn't figured out how to use yet. A wand topped with a 5-pointed star.
Is it
All
a
right,
sorcerer's
dragon, talk to me
apprentice?
about rodents. Are we talking coarse coat, soft coat, small, large, one pair of boots, a pair of gloves in size? Work with me.
It was a rat. I don't even think it would make you a glove. It was a big rat, but even then, don't think it would make you a glove. But it took this wand, I could sense that it was steeped in goodness and positivity and generosity.
Yeah.
And I wanted to turn it to my own will, but it was gone. Gone, and I was banished back here, and I began to sense it just recently pulling from the font of malice here in this realm. If you want your badness back, you'll need to cut off its supply.
Of cheese?
Of goodness, dragon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But
I
of
thought we were
cheese,
still
too.
talking because mice.
Sure. Yes, probably.
Where would we find such goodness?
The font of malice is just beyond that ridge. It's not far from here, but it is guarded.
Is
by
this
a-
why you haven't defeated or destroyed it yourself?
Isgard, isn't that where you're from?
It's Isgard. It's guarded.
It's guard.
Isgard is
Isgard.
guarded.
As
Is that your home?
Yes. Well,
We're about to destroy his home. Is that what I'm
That
hearing?
feels fine.
All right.
That's probably fine.
Let's do
throw
that.
that
then.
piece of junk out of the sky.
Are
the
you
first home I
for
destroyed.
hire, perchance?
Me?
Yes. You said you love to protect hordes of things. I've got a treasure better than anything that I would love for you to protect, and it would come with a great supply of thieves to eat.
That sounds absolutely fantastic.
We'll talk later.
I
darling.
have Chicago-style popcorn.
What?
Can be
I'll
paid in
try it
snacks. That feels normal, sure.
Delicious.
Do not fall for this. He's been talking about this strange snack for hours.
I
Sweet
don't
and savory.
know, Maleficent. He keeps bringing up things that seem ridiculous, but then they work.
Sweet and savory.
Friends and foes, I don't mean to be
Right.
rude, but should we start going off to find our evil before we're too evil to deal with the
Yes.
dragon?
Oh, yes, that sounds to be a good
Yes.
idea.
Yes.
Yzma is going to kind of go up to the dragon, like to the side, while others are moving away, and be like, "The Rippity Rappity Bunny is one of my favorite relaxation forms. If you would like to have a different form that you would like to be in, here's my card. The first one is free, but my prices are good."
On the way, I'd just like to, just as a walk and talk, and we can brush past this, but I would like to investigate with Cruella which ones are friends and which ones are foes.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Oh,
We'll just assume we
yes.
work that out.
Oh, sure.
Oh, no, please tell
Um,
me. I mean, what I am, at least.
Well, are you old enough to have made a decision?
Kylo storms off.
Cruella, please don't upset my future son-in-law.
I think
I
what
can't
she
help
said
it,
was
darling. It's
wise.
how I was written.
Absolutely. Exactly what I would have said.
Are you
Diablo, lead the way.
Are you all trying to take the dragon with you, or is the dragon free to go? Like, what's?
What use is the
Oh.
dragon if the dragon couldn't destroy this thing in the first place?
I think the dragon can go.
Because
Peace
I know.
out, drag.
We'll go and we'll come back with this artifact you're looking for.
You could be of some use and show us the way. I understand that you said beyond the ridge somewhere.
Oh, it just pointed. Yeah.
This
It
is
sure
down there,
did.
just right there. You can't miss it. It's guarded by like a giant, almost ogre figure made of like sand and stuff. It's
Are you
I
not
hate
concerned
sand.
for your badness? Would you like to recover some of your former self, or would you just sit here and have us do it for you?
I'm pretty weak after that
I
battle.
hate to say it, we don't need the dragon's help, Maleficent, unless you think you can't handle it.
I can't stand blubbering and sitting fools.
Why don't you just
Imbeciles
walk
who
away
won't even
then?
fight for
Kylo is storming in the direction.
Oh
And I
god.
was already storming off.
I'm gonna chase the
Darling.
kid and give him guidance. That way, if he's in charge of where we're going, he can at least look good while he's doing it, and his evil outfit just got a little shinier.
I'm also
so my
chasing the
version
kid.
of looking better is I'm now shirtless and I do have an 8-pack.
Excellent. High-waisted
What would
pants,
you do
though.
with two
so
guidance?
High-waisted pants, and
So
I've heard
high-waisted.
Kylo Ren has an 8-pack.
I'm so disappointed in you, dragon. And I'll walk
Sparkle,
away.
sparkle.
Yeah, Yzma is following right behind Kylo and Cruella.
I'm following as well.
I'm following, but I look like Harry Potter.
Excellent.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're gonna go get a wand.
That's the true villain of any plot line, any universe. That's the one.
So we make our way. I'm floating behind them.
Excellent. So as you kind of crest that ridge, looking over, you do see what appears to be a large black bubbling cauldron of some kind of a thing. And there is a steady stream of that tar-like substance kind of disappearing into a rift similar to the one that you traveled through. And standing in front of that bubbling cauldron is, just as the dragon described, a colossal figure, humanoid, 2 legs, 2 arms, made entirely of these shifting sands and wrapped with spiked chains and wires, and its face is blank, doesn't appear to have any kind of like distinguished features.
I armor of Agathis.
Same. Absolutely.
How horrible.
No way.
Oh, it's big.
Quite big. Doesn't appear to have noticed you yet, if you'd like to do something about it.
Loki, didn't you say that you're sneaky by nature? I can't believe I just said that.
What realm are we in again?
The nightmare realm.
Well, doesn't the Sandman give you dreams?
I could just sneak over there and steal the wand. I mean, I would love a second wand, 2 wands.
Maleficent does not sneak, and she will walk up and she will say, "Creature, take me to where you have stolen our evil."
Okay.
But that is a choice.
Shit, we love a choice. We love a choice.
That's how Maleficent is written.
Genasi, I'm not gonna stop you. Want a dragon? I can give you a dragon, I guess. Friends. Maleficent.
Oh god.
I'm gonna need you to roll a persuasion check, but like at disadvantage, because what?
Friends and
Could I
Maleficent
give
means
guidance?
Maleficent is not your friend.
Right. Well,
That's correct.
Maleficent is being a sociopath. Can I cast Bless on my 3 nearest compatriots?
I am also going to, while this is going on, before Maleficent rolls, because she is within 30 feet of me, I am going to do a flash of genius onto her, which I'm using my reaction to add a +4 to this roll.
Wonderful.
Ooh,
Well, that makes my lowest roll a 27.
she just had your back.
Incredible.
Were we
Um,
rolling something as well?
I had to roll persuasion, was that it?
You did have to roll persuasion, and you rolled a 27?
As my lowest roll. If that +4 was for me.
That was for
Yeah,
you.
it sure
Wonderful.
was. Sure was. Wow, the only thing that could. Sure, why not?
The way that Yzma does that is she pulls out pom-poms from behind her evening gown, and she's
I like Yzma
doing a-
less now.
like this
I like it.
in
I
the
am
background.
very impressed. Very festive.
I'm gonna say like we're a bit ahead. I think Cruella and Mother Gothel ran in this direction as well as Draken.
Yeah, I
Yes.
would say
I know Loki's coming as
yes.
well.
Kyle and Dr. Drago and Mother get blessed.
It's Kylo.
I've stopped
You don't have to
correcting
take
her.
the bless.
I'll take it.
Good.
So,
I've walked directly up to this creature with no
have.
face, and I've demanded that it bring me my wand. This is my wand now. I've done so much work. And I have my staff. Diablo is sitting very confidently on my shoulder. My chin is all the way pointed up, and I refuse to look up at this creature even though it is way taller than me. Somehow I'm looking down upon it.
you are. It's somehow that just presence fills the space. Even at your fellow party members feel it. A little
She's
bit.
all that.
Wow. And as you begin to have this conversation with this figure who you don't even know if it speaks language, but we're about to find out. So those of you who struck off in a slightly different direction, before we fully resolve the Maleficent situation, what were you all trying to do?
I was just following the boy with the lightsaber.
And I was charging towards the figure, naturally.
I was
figure.
just trying to live.
The sandy thing. I don't like
Trying to-
sand.
Calm Kylo down.
Is it coarse?
Everywhere.
I am impressed that a woman who has nothing but fashion couture in a bag and stiletto heels is so confident to run in such situations. But this is
I
in the
must
back of
be
my
feeling
mind.
goodness channeling through me because I do nothing about that snide remark.
It's all in my head. I don't say it out loud.
Oh,
I
and
turn-
by the way, my dear friends, my bless comes in the form of your outfit looking the best it can possibly look. You are killing it.
My abs look a little more
There
defined.
you go.
You have a 12-pack now. Kyle.
I
Take
turned to Cruella after Maleficent's comment, and in like simultaneously trying to be reassuring and also trying to connect, I go, and I point to my boots, and they also have a bit of a heel in them, and I go, it's effective.
And now, I'm posting a selfie to Valinstagram.
Tag me.
Yeah, right. Gotta tag the designer.
Maleficent likes that.
If we could get our badness back, I usually only use my genius for myself. So to use it for someone else is making my back itch.
It's
Strange.
specific.
So you say this to this guardian, this tall, strange figure, and it's kind of just like as its chin turns down to you, and then it goes down to one of its knees, very focused on Maleficent. Kylo's there too, but it doesn't appear to have noticed so much, so enthralled by our enchantress friend, as it looks to you and points to the rift and the black tar cauldron that is spilling just a tiny stream of it through into the rift, as though it's being pulled out by something.
Is this some sort of magic that I could decipher or study very quickly? Would I be able to recognize this?
You, with your abilities, and also knowing that you use a focus as well with your staff, you've used your own staff to draw things, items, power to you through that staff. You imagine that there is something very similar happening on the other side of that rift.
Genasi, that was so very devious of you. I'm sorry, you took me completely by surprise. That was so... Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. But yes, with my staff, I would be able to understand that I'm drawing. What exactly are they drawing from this?
You feel just that comforting, sickly sensation of the worst things you've ever done, the best bad thoughts you've ever had, and suddenly, for some reason, for just a reason, I guess, that cauldron begins to bubble and boil and almost overturn, just begin to overflow as a shape begins to rise from the surface of that cauldron, that smoky, dark, black, slate-scaled figure, as it starts very small and then grows and grows and grows, stretching out skeletal wings as it rears back its head, its horns now even like more curved and sharp, its teeth gleaming, its eyes bright again with villainous purpose, as it shakes itself free of that cauldron, now again huge and powerful.
I have a question. Is the purpose glorious?
Glorious purpose.
I was just wondering. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Maleficent now looks up. Officially.
And that dragon settles itself right next to you and bows its head in submission, waiting for your direction. Oh my gods.
Wonderful. Oh, finally, someone I can work with. Come, let us reclaim what is rightfully ours. And I will allow this dragon to lay its foot in front of me, and it shall carry me to my destination.
And facing a giant dragon like that, and all of you, and so incredibly enchanted by you, the Guardian steps aside.
As one should.
Absolutely. And this steady, again, very thin trickle of malice pouring from that cauldron. The cauldron appears to have not really lost much of its level. You can tell though, there is as you get closer to it, there's almost like a residue where that cauldron used to be much fuller. And over time, it has been drained by something. And you can see it's still spilling. But the dragon looks to you, and it will say, "From my time spent in the cauldron, inexplicably reborn as something even more powerful than all yours, I learned that I can seal this. And if you and your compatriots would like to help me refill this font with my own dragon's breath, I can seal that rift."
Do we cut you open?
Upon this, I use my
Not open, but sure.
I use my voice and make it as loud as I can and say, "Come all! We must reclaim what is ours. Assist this most beautiful devil from hell and fill this cauldron with evil once more."
And
I hope this is basically telling everybody to get down here and let's get it popping.
I imagine
ready.
everyone has followed the dragon and the enchantress too.
Yeah. I'm following the
Yep.
dragon.
Yes.
We're all there.
Absolutely.
Can you give me a scale for this thing? Is this like cauldron?
We
Is
are
this like-
both looking down on you. Yes.
Dragon big cauldron. I would say you could comfortably fit 3 average human people in it.
So it's a hot tub.
Feels kind of like a hot tub
So,
of evil, yeah.
maybe this high, or like you can kind of look down?
I'd give it. You can kind of look down into it, but it's maybe you have to go on tiptoe, except everyone
a
except
yay.
for Maleficent. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a hot tub
While
of evil.
Maleficent
Okay, so you're-
is doing her thing with the dragon, I'm just kind of moved over to Mother Gothel and been like, "Do you have photos or
Of Rapunzel.
of your daughter?"
Oh, she's painted many a self-portrait. Yes. Mother, I'm gonna
Little,
pull out
wallet
my
size.
wallet that then folds out, and it's a bunch of paintings that Rapunzel has done of herself. She's got
Suddenly,
wonderful
Daddy
blonde hair.
Gothel.
Woodcuts.
She cleans, she cooks, she does everything that a stay-at-home wife would do because she's never left the house.
Oh no, I intend for her to rule the galaxy at my side.
Well, we can work something out, darling. I'm sure. We'll talk later.
While everybody's been, talking to dragons and looking at photos, Yzma, there is a tub of bubbling potion there that no one has bothered to. Yzma's going to tippy toe, stealthy stealth over to this tub of potion. She hasn't heard anything else, but she's paid attention to that. She's going to scoop some and she's going to chug it back.
Oh, incredible.
And Loki was there kind of watching and was ready to egg her on, and then was like, "Oh."
I have a cast
Funny.
iron stomach. You don't know the kind of potions that I have drank.
Yeah, I'm watching this real close.
So you stand even taller, Yzma, as you feel that just scalding hot potion make its way through your system, as you have felt the most grotesque, evil,
Ooh.
gruesome,
Ooh.
vindictive, vile.
Something.
You've done it. You feel incredible. And as that dragon rears back and begins to breathe its black fire against this cauldron, stemming that rift in the air.
Yes.
Yzma, would you like to begin as you feel this most evil? Help fill that malice font back. Speak to it of the most evil things that you feel, the most evil thing you've done, the evil thing you want to do, your plans, anything you'd like. Please take the floor for your villain monologue.
Ooh. Oh, yes. Oh, I am feeling more like myself again. Not like I was before when I was a little kitty cat. Not like I was before when I was that half bunny thing, the rippity rappity, but as Yzma of old, Yzma, who started off as her own scientist, learning how to mix potions, learning and scrabbling her way up to the top. I've swindled so many old people out of their savings, and I'm going to swindle so many more. And I'm going to lower the bar. I am going to swindle young people. I am going to swindle the Emperor of the Universe at this time. I've already persuaded him. I shall become Emperor Yzma! And she's uncorking potions and mixing them together.
And Kyla's just like, okay, so that's a little complicated because it's kind of Snoke, but Snoke is also sort of a puppet of Palpatine, and Palpatine died many generations ago, and then Palpatine was easily, confusingly killed by his potential granddaughter. Sorry.
Would you like to go next, sweetheart? To fill up that font, that black bubbling ooze, the level begins to rise as all of Yzma's bile is poured into it.
Just stepping up to do some evil, sure. I will press on a communicator that's in my like kind of breast pocket, and I will just call to my ship, and I'll say, destroy it. And the nearest planet to here blows up.
And the level in the cauldron rises. Who would like to go next?
Go next. I'd like to sidle up to Yzma right next to this cauldron. And I'd like to cast Modify Memory on her. Well, you see, Yzma, I think the way Kylo is using the word emperors, we all knew it was a joke. You remember that, right? He's not really an emperor. You don't have to be the hand to him. We just go along with his whole story to help his confidence. What he's really going to do is stay in the tower with my daughter when we get through with all this. And you can go rule the galaxy, but leave Kylo to me. Remember we agreed on that yesterday? Remember?
Oh, what's the save?
It's a DC 16 Wisdom.
Wisdom. All right. With the guidance. Okay. You know what? I did beat it, but I'm gonna do a reroll because I kind of love this.
Yeah.
Like I beat it with a 17, but okay. I just got a nat. I just got a nat 20.
That's Gatekeep Gaslight Gothel Boss.
Yes. Mother Gothel is the blueprint for gaslighting.
Oh my god, that's incredible. I need that on a t-shirt though, for realsies.
Yes.
Yeah, I did get a nat 20 on that roll. So what I will say though is that Yzma is so filled with self-empowerment, she does not need Kylo. She is definitely going to be able to take on the universe by herself, and she knows that for a fact.
Agreeable.
Wonderful. All right. And with that act, the level rises a little bit more.
I sit there and I think about all the horrible plans that have been thwarted, and I think to myself, what is the most evil thing I could possibly do right now? And I cast Shatter on the cauldron.
Ooh.
Incredible.
I like her style.
No notes. Is that a save for the cauldron?
Oh, I do believe it is.
Okay.
If I
I
see
love
this,
you, my dude. I was gonna wait till the very end, and I was gonna do it, but like, salute, man.
Yeah, that fails. I roll
Whoa.
an advantage and that fails.
Uh-oh. Oops.
is if I see this happening, would I be able to counterspell this?
You would see him casting Shatter.
Can I counterspell her counterspell?
Yes, you can.
Mm.
Do you
Will you
want-
accept my marriage proposal, Cruella?
Thank you, but no.
I will allow it, as I am.
Think of all the blue spots on the babies.
Drinking in. I am drinking in all of this evil. I will allow it to happen.
Okay, so
Will you?
So to be clear, Draken begins to cast Shatter. Maleficent raises a staff to counterspell it.
I actually activate the Shatternator.
Oh, of course, the Shatternator. Of course. My apologies.
Which is
Cruella-
yeah.
What does your counterspell look like?
Oh. Well, I'm just gonna kind of at her. I think she's being a bit catty. And then I think her outfit's just gonna get a little dull. It's been washed too many times. It's ill-fitting.
Starts to fray a little bit.
Yeah, she just looks a little drab, a little weary, a little last year, as it were.
And as that happens, the Shatternator.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll go with it. We're
Excellent.
still workshopping names.
You know, these things evolve. Is able to get its. Does it shoot? What's it look like?
Well,
what's
you
the
see,
Shatternator?
as I activate the Shatternator, you see the air is disturbed in front of it, and it casts rings of vibrating air as it strikes the cauldron, and the cracks begin to go around the side, and the malice starts to leak out. But it's filling as it leaks out. It's overflowing because of the act of evil that I'm doing. I'm actually causing it to buckle and shatter, and then that's all.
And
So-
it
Wow.
explodes. Now, I believe that we still had who left? Loki, of course, Maleficent, and Cruella. What? As I will say, I'll give you a moment as it's beginning to explode. If you want to do anything, the explosion will happen. But
Oh,
if you need to do your evil act, you can either wait after it explodes to do something, or while it's exploding to do something. I'll give you the opportunity to do either.
I would like to put a little evil out into the world.
Go for it. What would you like to do?
I have this curse that I've been sitting on, and I would like to live the rest of my life in extravagant wealth and fame. And so, everyone who's ever wronged me and will ever wrong me, my curse is this. Every shirt you try to button will be missing just one, and every pair of jeans you try to buy will never be in your size, and every sock you wear will slip all the way down into the tips of your toes while you're walking.
Hate that.
Ooh, that is
Unless
that's an everyday evil.
you come and pay tithe to me. And thus my evil is done.
In my head, I think, has she seen my wardrobe?
Cruella, have you
Kylo takes a knee.
do you consider that I have wronged you, Cruella?
I'm sorry?
Do you consider that I've wronged you?
Oh, honey, your socks are done. They are in the tips of your shoes.
Well, you see, Cruella, phrasing is everything, because I don't wear shirts or pants, and I wear tights. So,
I like it. I would say socks is currently thwarted for you. You were too clever for my fashion faux pas.
Bested.
We have
Bested
Maleficent
by
and
nylon again.
Oh no,
I
not
will go
again!
last.
Damn.
Maleficent, Loki, anything you'd like to do?
Before we start with that, this destruction of this cauldron, does this mean that we are losing all of our evil?
Oh, I'll let you know. Not
Oh, I'm
necessarily.
swimming in it.
That's the thing. Is now it's not contained, but we'll resolve that in a second.
Wonderful. I'll go last.
Okay, Loki, what would you like to do? Anything at all?
Oh, you know, I was all teed up. I was gonna wreck this thing too. So I'm a little wrong-footed.
Do you want to help? You could, or
actually,
spread the loose malice around. I don't know.
I think what it was is Loki was doing his best casual lean to be like, I'm just waiting. It's like, oh, nice one, yeah. Like, but while kind of getting close to it, and then seeing this happen, he is struck dumb for a second, and he watches the crack spread, and he's like, and he jumps up into the cauldron.
Oh, incredible.
Like, because I can get a hand on it.
Yeah.
And that means I can vault straight in.
You absolutely can. You absolutely can.
Although actually what I do is I do my second mirror image, and what happened is there is an explosion, like, and Harry Potter runs this way and David Bowie runs that way, and there's a horse that runs this way. All the while I am
Eating Adam Duritz is going that way.
Yep, and there's Thor, and then I leap into the cauldron.
And the level of malice is almost overflowing as it's starting to seep out of these cracks that are starting to just make their way through the exterior of this ancient cauldron. Maleficent, what would you like to do?
I will say that Yzma has opened her mouth for the spray from the cannonball.
You get some more. Yeah, absolutely.
Maleficent stands over these creatures who time and time again make the most erroneous of choices, the most frustrating of decisions, and I hackle. I say, my pride will no longer be sullied by the likes of you. I will drag that child, nay, the kingdom by its hair, and it will know my power. It will leave and stiff me and brush me aside as they frolic off and jolly and act like I do not exist. You cannot ignore me. You cannot brush me aside. I am here. And oh, now you shall deal with me and all the powers of hell. And I want to tell the dragon to cast a wall of fire in front of the cauldron. And I will stand there and laugh. And I will also, if I can be allowed to do this at the same time, where the cauldron is, I want to do a fireball, but it's like black fire, and pour all of my energy into it, all of my evil.
Are we getting hit by that wall of fire?
Do we have to do something about that?
Are. So all right. So all of you. So the dragon rears back as this cauldron is cracking up. Loki has vaulted into the cauldron, although some of you may or may not have noticed it, depending on how observant you are. Maleficent, I will say you probably didn't notice that because you've been very focused on the dragon and casting this curse. So the dragon rears back. The rift in that reality sealed. That trickle of black finally stopped. All of you feel like yourselves for a moment. Yzma a little bit more so even. And then the dragon roars again and spits out that wall of fire between most of your party and the cauldron. And then that black fire explodes around it, catching everyone who was even... It's what the fireball, what, 20-foot cube? Yeah. So I would say pretty much everybody. The fireball, though, triggers the final explosion of the shatter spell. So, Maleficent, if you wouldn't mind rolling your fireball damage for me, and Dr. Draken, if you wouldn't mind rolling your shatter damage for me. Everyone trying to save, roll your dexterity saves for the fireball and your is it Constitution for shatter? I think
Yzma has had her potions open. She's going to take her potion that turns her into a dragon.
Excellent.
I've got a 21 for my deck save. I'd like to use a telekinetic shove, and if I can, I'd like to grab onto, I think I've got Cruella and Mother Gothel on either side of me.
You do.
And see if I can use a telekinetic shove to push us away from the firewall.
40 points of fire damage.
So 40 points of fire damage. So anyone who saves gets 20 points of fire damage. Loki, I think you take shatter damage and fire damage.
Evasion.
Excellent. Just so you know, you're in the cauldron. I just don't know how you get out of that, but sure. You're a god. You've glorious purpose. It's fine. We're fine. Now we have a second dragon rearing up. You got lots more hit points now, sweetheart. It's great for you. As that explosion takes place, the malice, that black tar-like substance, explodes everywhere and begins to kind of morph together and clump together and spread and splash and move as though almost it's alive in some way, conscious in some way, as it begins to spread and spread and spread. And with that fireball, as it explodes, it impacts off of what feels like the air at first to all of you, and it drenches all of you in its just power and just evil, grotesque nature, and all of you feel incredibly refreshed.
But sticky. Is that correct?
Well, you know, it's not the best feeling. It's not the best feeling. But it's also just a spa day for your soul, you know? Just tarnishes you right back up. But that same corruption hits at that rift where that rift used to be and seems to impact other spaces in the air, as though there were other openings at some time, and start to eat away into it as the malice begins, having escaped the cauldron, begins its escape from the nightmare realm into different parts of reality. And now we have two dragons. Yzma, what would you like to do?
Well, for one, anyone who's drank any of Yzma's potions, because, you know, we were just hit with some damage, you do have temporary hit points equal to 2d6 plus 4 for every potion that she has given you or that you've drank. I forget who has that so far.
Draken definitely did.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Drac.
So also then, okay, so you're saying that all of this is like seeping into other realms. Can we see like it opening into other realms?
You are starting to see it eat away into this part of reality as the mists begin to part, and you see some places that look familiar, some places that look absolutely alien to you. And you know, not some of you it'll be more familiar than others. Loki, if you're conscious at this point and paying attention, you can probably just wipe your eyes away and see almost a multiverse appearing.
Yeah, Yzma and Loki are really close to each other because like we were both near the cauldron. Yzma's gonna use like her dragon mouth to like lift Loki up and like kind of position them around, put them down. I know that you are a traveler of much renown. Which of these that you can see would be the best for me to be Emperor Yzma?
I point through the one that leads to Svart Alfheim.
Incredible. Wow. Yes. Oh my god. Yeah, that one. Absolutely that one.
And it just unhesitatingly. And then left.
Can Yzma do a wisdom roll on whether she believes him or not? All right. 15 plus that's a 2, so 17 plus my wisdom.
So that's probably an insight check.
17. Are you? Oh, insight,
right?
Insight. Oh, I've got a +6 on insight. Yeah. So that's 17 plus 6. That's the number 23. Does she know he's telling the truth?
Loki, you're not lying, are you? You believe that?
I mean, either they are going to absolutely devour her, or she will rule it. Either way is excellent.
But I mean, ask Loki. Oh, please.
Yeah, no, but it's like, does she feel like this? Would she feel, from what you're putting off, that would this be too
It's
much
the-
for
it's-
her, or
no,
would
it's the best one for her. Like
It's
absolutely.
the one most up. He believes that, or they believe that it is the most up to your like challenge rating. Let's say.
awesome? Yzma has set her eyes towards that.
All right, so off Yzma goes to take over command and conquer another dimension, another world. Dr. Draken, I interrupted you.
No, I watch her head off towards her glorious purpose, and I look at Loki and I said, "Can you point me to Middleton? There's some unfinished business that I have to tend to."
I point through a gap into the world where Phineas and Ferb is in.
Close.
'Cause I want to watch him like duke it out with Doofenshmirtz.
Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah.
He thinks he's all
That's
that,
just for
but
me.
he's not. Yeah. They are adjacent, Middleton and Furbland. They are adjacent. So I reach into
Close enough.
my thing and I hit a communicator, and a ship comes flying through. And it hovers above me, and a green ray comes down on top of me, and a very sarcastic brunette pokes her head through, and she's like, "Anytime now," as she's filing her nails, and I ascend, and I say, "Bye."
Good riddance.
Similarly, after his ship comes in, I do press my communicator and I do call upon my command ship and I go, "Pick me up in 15 and then blow this place up."
If we are all making our grand exit, I, in true Maleficent fashion, will have any flames brighten and turn green, and I'll say it was a displeasure working with all of you. Please continue to sow chaos, and we will disappear in fire and flame. Back to our realm.
I would like to take some time to look at all the holes to find the one with my tower near Corona. And I'd like to just yell up, "Rapunzel, let down your hair!" Kylo, would you like to
Yes.
come meet your, hopefully your future wife?
It's not on this planet, right?
No, not at all.
Then yes, absolutely. Change of coordinates. And I'll follow her and
I teach Kylo how to wrap his foot in Rapunzel's hair. I'm like, she's very strong.
It feels
She'll
like
be
it's
able to
got
carry both of us, trust me.
Neck like
Pull
a
us up, young
bull.
one.
I'll just like use a little bit of like the force though to take the weight off of it because he feels kind of bad.
We could heal that scar up very quickly once we get up there too.
Loki, could you direct me to Paris or Milan or a local PetSmart or something?
Yikes.
and it's the PetSmart. It's like
It's evil. It tracks.
right, yeah.
Well,
Just
better
stalk
that
right out
than-
like the runway to
Incredible.
PetSmart.
Off to PetSmart. And Loki, as I believe the last remaining villain, where would you like to go?
You know, and with it's kind of the sad thing about the trickster only plays off people. So like everyone's gone, and he kind of, and then it's like, and like I would fade to black right there, where either he is considering his options or absolutely flummoxed as to what to do with himself now.
And as you stand waiting for inspiration to strike, you notice, and all of you eventually do in your separate universes, that any kind of reflective surface, like a mirror or a compact, or even armor of gleaming, or any kind of little portraits or paintings or anything like that you have a significant crack down the middle.
I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Oh
Thank you
my
all
goodness.
so much for joining us today. This has been an incredibly chaotic and fabulous ride. Let's all go around and meet our villains.
Hello. Hi, I'm Sage Ryan, but tonight I have been Kylo Ren, the poutiest boy in the galaxy that apparently was feeling a little flirty. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Not Sage. I stream over on my channel. I'm also on this channel all the dang time. Thank you to everybody for your immense amounts of support for our independent content network today. You're incredible. You can find me on the D&D channel and on Smosh and Smosh Games all the dang time. I throw it to Draken.
Oh, well, I'm Todd Stashwick. I was Dr. Draken here tonight. If you want to see me do Draken again, go to Disney Plus with the live action Kim Possible, and you'll see me in blue on there. You can find me at T Stashwick on the Insta, Todd Stashwick on the Twitters. You can watch me on 12 Monkeys on Hulu, and you can find stuff that I make at thenerdcircus.com.
Go support a fellow circus.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Markia McCarty. Tonight I was Yzma. But you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Markia McCarty. That's MarkeiaMcCarty. I'm also on Twitch as Darth Markia. I'll be launching my Twitch in October. So go ahead and give a follow so you know when that first stream happens and we can laugh together over it. Along with that, it's October, you love horror. I do something scary. I'm the host narrator, story editor, and producer of that. And it is animated horror videos that happen, and it's weekly. And of course, our Halloween is like amazing. We have some guest speakers like Tanana Reeve Dew is going ahead and doing one. We have Selena Spooky Boo from TikTok. She's doing one. Check that out. That's youtube.com/snarled. And yeah, I mean, I'm a host and interviewer. Go ahead and look at my stuff for social media. You might have seen me on Netflix where I was hosting The Witcher like costumes and stuff. It was super fun, and I love.
I sure did.
Nice. Yeah, I love that. That was like, I want some more. So yeah, go ahead and check it out.
Hi, I am Mika. You can find me anywhere on the internet at RIP Mika, because I like horror content. So I'm really thriving this month. And I also play a lot of games on Twitch Monday to Friday. My name is RIP Mika as well because I die a lot in games. I'm not too good at them, but I make them entertaining. I also play Harry Potter RPG every Saturday. It is using a system that does not give any money towards J.K. Rowling, and we constantly push support towards the trans community. Our first season, all money we raised went towards the Mermaids charity, which supports trans lives. And we do that every Saturday. Today we did it, and we did a one-shot where we created magical creatures and then role-played as them and tried to get away from Newt Scamander, which was very fun.
That's very fun.
So yeah, you can catch me every Saturday doing that over on Stories Told. I'm also on Hyper RPG. I'm a main cast member of Kolak 1991, which is a nice Stranger Things-esque, Twin Peaks-esque season, and that one is coming back very soon, so keep an eye out for that. Season 3 is coming back. And then yeah, I stream Monday to Friday. So
yeah. Hey, that's wonderful. Hello everyone. I was your Maleficent Warlock with patron from hell, and the ever-changing accent. So thank you for being there for that. When I'm not here on Damsels Dice and Everything Nice, okay, well, for now our Villains Vice and One Evil Night, I am on my own channel. We just gave away a $5,000 computer that we built live. So
Awesome.
thank y'all for making that possible. Really appreciate that. And I am also on AMC's Fear HQ with our one and only DM, Kaylee Bray, where we get to sit up and talk about The Walking Dead and other scary things that go bump at night. So join us as we play scary games and talk about scary things. Also on Amazon's Fight Night as your host, where I go toe-to-toe every week with my co-host, Action Jackson, and we just kill it. It's terrible. If you want to see me just talk too much and throw insults, that's the place to be. But nice to meet y'all. Follow me on all the socials. I'm everywhere.
over to Pat.
My name's I got my bio here. I am two-time author Patrick Rothfuss. And I'm wherever you want to look for me. I stream here on Twitch fairly often. I write a blog. I do a charity. But yeah,
We love world builders in this
We
house.
love world builders so much in this house.
Amazing.
Okay, now, so I'm not going to do it here and now, but like maybe once we're off the air, we're spooling up for world builders. So maybe we could talk.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So yeah, I do a charity, but honestly, if you're watching me here on Twitch, here I am. And if you just follow that, you can find my channel. I have been streaming more regularly. It used to be I would stream like a couple hundred hours during the fundraiser, and then that's an exaggeration, but more than 100 hours, and then I would burn out and not stream for a while. So I'm trying to find a middle path. Yeah, feel free to follow that. I hang out, I do Q&As, and increasingly I'm going to be putting together little discussion groups. It's something that I've done in the past. I just love talking about things with interesting people and discussing important stuff like mental health, or less important stuff, depending on what mood we're all in. So.
Hey, I'm Rowan Hall. I am often here as your Cinderella, but tonight I got to be your Cruella. You can find me everywhere on the internet at The Rowan Hall when I'm not on this channel, where Sage and I will both be tomorrow night for some internet history. I am one of the co-hosts of the Willing and Fable podcast, where we explore myths, legends, and a lot of the stories that these characters originally come from. So you can find that wherever you listen to podcasts.
And I have been Kaylee Bray, your dungeon master all along. It was such a wonderful time tonight. Thank you all so much. Briefly, since we smashed that goal, Maleficent and her dragon will be joining the princesses as an NPC for the final battle to help defeat the big boss.
Wait, she's helping or she's gonna just kill us all?
I guess there's only one way to find out.
Help may be your word for it. Absolutely.
So that dragon will come back into play, which is funny because that shadow dragon is the big boss from last season. We're gonna have to figure out how that's gonna make sense to everybody, but it'll be hilarious. Thank you all so much. You can follow me on Twitter at HopABarbarian. I've got a bunch of stuff I'm not allowed to announce yet, but I did notice that I'm up on the website. So y'all know about the cruise. I'm DMing on a cruise next year, but I also think I get to announce now that if you prefer the landlubber life, perhaps in a castle, if I am one of the new DMs for D&D in a castle next year as well. So keep an eye out for that.
Amazing. Thank you everybody for being here tonight. Thank you for smashing that goal. Of course, we have a Patreon if you want to support us other ways or while we are offline. There's a bunch of bonus content on there and cool stuff to check out. Make sure to follow the channel if you haven't already. We do a version of this show every Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific, but it's usually a little more polite. And we have a bunch of other cool stuff on the channel. Equally chaotic, more polite. I think that's a great way to summarize it. Don't forget to go and follow all of our lovely guests today and have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care.